Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down, 8-3. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for their fullback. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Watson. He sets to fire deep. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Pilot, 64, weak. They go.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
To throw is Watson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
Throwing again is Watson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Now it's Watson. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Come on, set. 60 or. We ain't giving up nothing again. Ready?
On first down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Packers. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Greystone travel. Get it.
On 3rd and 2, Lawrence. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
218, chopper.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Lawrence. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Let's go now. Recon, 132 fighter, 10 Lobo. Watch the safety creep. 5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. The final shot before the break. Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson. Looking deep for Adams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Set. 19. It's our field. It's our field.
Now Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. One man in the backfield, that's Jones. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got you. Squeeze. Now.
Again, they run with Gurley. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Tighten down. There you go.
On 1st and 10, Watson looking deep for Adams. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Fighting through it, he's got space. The 40, the 30, 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mack Wilson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out?
They've got his man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And shedding his way forward. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Bradley Chubb getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2nd and 6. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there at a first down for L.A. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Crush. 61. Matchbox light. Ready?
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 10 juice.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Caught here by Conley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
Pilot, 64, weak.
From the gun, Lawrence. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Set. 19. All day, baby. All day. All day.
On first down, it's Jones. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Rams take over first and 10.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play, as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 30.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, 4 down.
They'll go again to Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Packers, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.